हेलो फ्रेंड्स, 27 अप्रैल 2023 के करंट अफेयर्स में आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। द वेरी फर्स्ट रिपोर्ट, 20th एनिवर्सरी ऑफ स्वागत इनिशिएटिव. Prime Minister Modi is to attend the 20th anniversary of Swagat initiative in Gujarat via video conferencing soon. Statewide attention on grievances by application of technology, Swagat initiative of the government of Gujarat was started in 2023. Swagat full form is statewide attention on grievances by application of technology. It is an innovative concept that makes able direct communication between the citizens and the chief minister, as also between the citizens and other functionaries of the government. The fourth Thursday of every month is designated as Swagat Day, wherein the highest office in administration attend to the grievances of the common man. There is a three-tier governance grievance redressal system under Swagat at state, district and taluka levels. It is now extended to the village level soon. Grievances submitted to taluka and district level are first resolved by the authorities at the respective levels, and thereafter all pending grievances are reviewed by the Chief Minister himself. An applicant under the Swagat is given a unique ID through which he/she can access the case details and status online. The focus in Swagat is primarily on the long pending issues. Swagat program up to the village level, named as Gram Swagat, was launched on 1st of February 2011. Swagat online program Going Rural has helped the rural people living even in the remotest corner of the state to get their problems solved quickly. Second North Sea Summit. The very next report. 9 European countries have convened for a summit aimed at boosting the deployment of offshore wind turbines in the North Sea to make it the largest green energy center in Europe. Summit held in Ostend, Belgium. Let's discuss about the participants. 7 EU countries: Belgium, Denmark, France, Germany, Ireland, Luxembourg, Netherlands. 2 non-European countries: Norway and the United Kingdom. Objective is to accelerate deployment of offshore wind turbines to make the North Sea the largest green energy center in Europe. Target is 120 gigawatt offshore wind energy capacity by 2030 and 300 gigawatt by 2050. The first summit in 2022 had Asberg Declaration signed by Belgium, Denmark, Germany and Netherlands in 2022. The Netherlands and the United Kingdom announced a new interconnection to link a Dutch offshore wind farm to the UK. Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya and Sri Ramanujacharya birth anniversary. The very next report. Prime Minister has paid tributes to Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya and Sri Ramanujacharya on his birth anniversary and on his Jayanti. Let's first see about Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya, born in 1017 in Sri Perumbudur in Tamil Nadu, is widely respected as a Vedic philosopher and social reformer. He is renowned for advocating social equality and justice, which was revolutionary for his time, and for his propagation of the Bhakti movement, which inspired other Bhakti schools of thought. He was instrumental in reviving the Vivishta sub-school of Vedanta philosophy, which posits non-dualism of the qualified whole. Ramanujacharya wrote 9 scriptures, known as Navratans, and composed numerous commentaries on Vedic scriptures, including Vedanta, Sutra, and Bhagavad Gita. His teachings emphasize the need for harmony with nature and compassion, humility, equality, and mutual respect among the all people. He advocated the concept of Vasudeva Kutumbakam, which translates to all the universe is one family. Ramanujacharya embraced the socially marginalized and condemned them and asked royal courts to treat them as equals. He liberated millions from social, cultural, gender, educational and economic discrimination with his belief that every human is equal regardless of nationality, gender, race, caste, or creed. Because of his work to promote social equality, the 213 feet tall statue of Ramanujancharya in Hyderabad is known as Statue of Equality. Hats off to all Ramanujancharya ji. Jagat Guru Adi Shankaracharya. Let's see about him. Jagat Guru Adi Shankaracharya, born in the 8th century AD in Kerala, is one of the most reserved philosophers in Indian history. He is considered to be the founder of the Advaita Vedanta school of philosophy, which emphasizes the ultimate unity and oneness of all existence. Shankaracharya is credited with reviving Hinduism and restoring its philosophical and spiritual foundation. He was a prolific writer, composing commentaries on Veds, Upanishads, and other important texts. His most important works or significant works include the commentary on the Brahma Sutra, Bhashya, Bhaja Govinda Stotra, Nirvan Shaktam, and Prakran Granths. Shankaracharya was also a social reformer and worked to eliminate caste-based discrimination and promote the social equality in society. World Development Report 2023 Migrants, Refugees and Societies. The very next report. The World Development Report 2023 Migrants, Refugees and Societies was recently released by the World Bank. The World Development Report is an annual report published since 1978 by International Bank for Reconstruction and Development or the World Bank. It provides an in-depth analysis of a specific aspect of economic development. Highlights of WDR 2023. The share of working age adults will drop sharply in many developed countries over the next few decades. Spain, with a population of 47 million, is projected to shrink by more than one-third by 2100, and those above age 65 increasing from 20 to 39% of the population. Most low-income countries are expected to see rapid population growth, putting them under pressure to create more jobs for young people. The report introduces the match motive framework, labor economics based approach that emphasizes how well migrant skills and attributes match the needs of destination countries. The framework also considered the reason why migrants move in search of opportunity and determine the extent to which migrants' origin countries and destination countries gain from migration. The framework here combines match and motive to determine policy priorities for countries of origin, transit, destination, and the global community. World Malaria Day 2023 theme. The very next report. World Malaria Day is observed every year on 25th of April. It was established by the World Health Organization in 2007 to raise their awareness about malaria. The theme for World Malaria Day 2023 is Time to Deliver Zero Malaria, Invest, Innovate and Implement. Malaria is a life-threatening disease caused by Plasmodium parasite. This parasite is transmitted to humans through the mites of infected female Anopheles and Anopheles mosquitoes. Malaria is most common in tropical and subtropical regions of the world, including sub-Saharan Africa, Southeast Asia, and South America. Symptoms. Once inside the human body, the parasites multiply in the liver and then infect red blood cells, causing symptoms such as fever, chill, headache, muscle ache, and fatigue. In severe cases, malaria can lead to organ failure, coma, and death. Vaccine. Till now, no malaria vaccine has shown the benchmark efficacy of 75% set by WHO. Still, World Health Organization gave a go ahead for the first malaria vaccine called RTSS to be rolled out in high transmission African countries, understanding the urgency of malaria control and prevention. It has recently low efficacy somewhere between 30 to 40%. Pradhan Mantri Schools for Rising India scheme. The very next report. A total of 6,448 schools from 28 states and union territories have been selected for upgradation under the Pradhan Mantri Schools for Rising India scheme. It is a centrally sponsored scheme announced in 2022. Objective is development of more than 14,500 schools across the country by strengthening selected existing schools being managed by central government, state government, and UT government local bodies. UT government and local bodies. The duration of the scheme is from 2022 to 2023 to 2026 to 2027, after which it shall be the responsibility of the states, United Territories to continue to maintain the benchmarks achieved by these schools. The selected schools will act as exemplar schools, showcasing all components of the National Education Policy 2023 and offering mentorship to other schools in their vicinity. The Prime Minister's Shri schools will be developed as green schools, incorporating environment-friendly aspects. The pedagogy adopted in these schools will be more experiential, holistic, integrated, play-toy based, particularly in the foundational years, inquiry driven, discovery oriented, learner centric, discussion based, flexible, and enjoyable. The focus will be on the learning outcomes of every child in every grade. Assessment at all the levels will be based on conceptual understanding and application of knowledge to real life situations and will be competency based. Linkage with sector skill councils and local industry for enhancing employability and providing better employment opportunities will be explored. A school quality assessment framework is being developed specifying the key performance indicators to measure outcomes. T-14 Armata battle tank. The very next report. Russia has recently begun using its new T-14 Armat battle tank to fire on Ukrainian positions. T-14 Amrita battle tank is a new Russian marine battle tank. It is designated by the Russian defense company Uralbugonazvod. It has an unnamed turret with crew remotely controlling the armaments from an isolated armored capsule located in the front of hull. Maximum speed is 75 km per hour. The tank has a maximum range of 500 km on the internal fuel. It is one of the most protected embitties in the world. It has newly developed composite base armor made of steel, ceramics, and other materials. It is capable of firing gun-launched anti-tank anti-tank guided missiles in the same manner as ordinary projectiles. These missiles have a range of about 5 km and can also target low-flying helicopters. Tamja blue hole discovered. The very next report. Scientists have discovered a massive blue hole off the coast of Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. It is a type of underwater sinkhole or vertical cave that is typically found in low-lying coastal karst platform regions. These are formed when limestone or other carbonate rock is dissolved by slightly acidic groundwater over a long period. Tamja Blue Hole is around 900 feet deep, and scientists have dubbed it in the second deepest blue hole found on the planet. It has a nearly circular shape as its surface with steep sides that form a large conic structure covered by biofilm sediments, limestone, and gypsum ledges. It was found in the central portion of Chetumal Bay, where submerged coastal karstic sinkholes, locally named pojas, have been reported. A series of discontinuous terraces were detected at water depths near the eastern and northwestern walls of Blue Hole before developing steep and almost vertical slopes. There is variation in salinity and temperature inside the Blue Hole. Yucatan Peninsula is a northeastern projection of Central America, which is lying between the Gulf of Mexico to the west and north and Caribbean Sea to the east. The peninsula is most wholly composed of beds of coralline and porous limestone rocks. Bangalore experienced a zero shadow day. Bangalore experienced a zero shadow day when vertical objects appear to cast no shadow. Zero shadow day is a subsolar point where the sun is directly overhead at a particular latitude. When the sun is at zenith, the highest point in the sky, its rays will be hitting a particular point exactly perpendicular to the surface. This will make the shadow of a person exactly under him, making it look like there are no shadow. There are two zero shadow days every year in May and July, August, observed in places that lie between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. One falls during the Uttarayan, when the sun moves northward, and other is during Dakshayan when the sun moves southwards. It lasts for a small part of second, but the effect has called seen for minute to minute and a half. Supreme Initiative, the very next report. The Union Minister of Science and Technology launched the Supreme Initiative to provide financial support for the upgradation and maintenance of analytical instrumentation facilities. The support for upgradation, preventive repair, and maintenance of equipment Supreme is a first of its kind program by the government. It extends financial support for repair, upgradation, maintenance, retrofitting, or acquiring additional attachments to increase the functional capabilities of existing analytical instrumentation facilities. Different facilities created under the project's analytical instrumentation facilities created earlier from the support of DST only will be considered for the funding support under the scheme. Such facilities at institutions recognized by the University Grants Commission are eligible to apply for grants under this initiative. The duration of support will be for a period not exceeding 3 years. The funding pattern in the scheme it would be 75:25 for all private and government owned institutions except for state funded institutions for which 100% funding would be considered. Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Science and Technology. Maximum giant turtle, the very next report. The Mexican giant turtle, also known as the red-eared slider, was recently found in West Bengal's Hora district. Mexican giant turtle, also called the red-eared slider, is the most destructive among the 7 turtle species found in the world. It is considered as one of the world's 100 worst invasion non-native species. Scientific name Tracheum scripta elegans. They are native to the southeastern USA and Mexico but have found their way across the globe, including India, through the trade of exotic animals. It occurs in a wide variety of aquatic habitats, but it prefers a mud bottom, plenty of aquatic plants, and abundant basking sites. It lives in both natural water, including rivers, slough, and oxbow lakes, and human-made water such as ditches, ponds, and reservoirs. It is known for its bright red circular or oblong spots near its ears. The carapace upper shell is olive brown with numerous black and yellow lines. The exposed skin is dark green with narrow black and yellow lines. It is primarily aquatic and will emerge from the water for basking on rocks and logs. Average lifespan is 20 to 30 years. Exercise Ajay Warrior 2023. The very next report. Indian Army contingent will participate in the 7th edition of the bilateral training exercise Ajay Warrior 2023. Exercise Ajay Warrior 2023 is a bilateral training exercise between the armies of India and the United Kingdom. This is the 7th edition of the exercise. It aims to improve interoperability between the two forces while carrying out operations in accordance with UN mandates. The exercise will witness the participation of the infantry company from India and unit of equal strength from the British Army. The soldiers of both countries will practice using each other's weapons, war tactics, equipment, war strategies, and procedures for conducting combined military operations in difficult situations. In addition, there will also be a number of expert academic discussions on a range of topics of common interest, such as the combined arm concept, operation logistics, sharing of joint force experience, etc. This is all for about 27th April 2023 current affairs. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel as more as possible.